I was presenting today on a very big idea, which is a Human Exposome Project. It's meant as a counterpart to the Human Genome Project, which was 40 years in the making, and we are still benefiting from its work. It has really changed how we do biomedical research. And we hope to create the same now for other ways to get sick, because it's not only our genes, it is also what we are exposed to, and that's why we call it the exposome. The exposome is not only chemicals or physical things like radiation, climate change, but it's also about psychosocial factors, simply anything which is impacting on the human body. And this has long been a dream, but now technology has caught up, and we are seeing that different technologies are starting to enable to do something like this. Especially artificial intelligence, AI, is allowing us to make sense of all of the data which we are creating, to really understand how all of this is interacting, what is most likely a reason for disease. And the more we look, the more we see that actually these are more contributing to disease than any genomic factor. We have initiated a global exposome forum to ultimately implement such a vision of a global project. And we don't want to repeat the mistakes of the Human Genome Project, which was essentially transatlantic, and the Global South was left out with all of its interesting additional layers and facets of genomics, of ethnicities, and a lot of very special problems also health-wise. With respect to exposure, this is probably even more pronounced. As we all know, there is some extreme exposures in African and South American countries where still chemical exposures are less controlled. And so as unfortunate as this is also a natural experiment. And in turn, these communities will benefit most from understanding what to avoid and what is strongly impacting on their health system. So we are starting off with governance, with ethical discussions. We will have in May a workshop to set up a working group on ethics of an exposome. So we are really on the way to try to bundle activities, mapping activities in all continents, in order to make this a powerful and effective program. Open science is for me the science of the 21st century. AI is alone already a good reason to do so, because we can get powerful AI as a knowledge integrator only from open science, because what's not open, AI cannot be trained on. And I think it's a scandal that only about 20% of the literature in biomedical research is actually fully open access. There's another 30% which is in repositories, but these are not easy to access for machines. So I think we have to change our culture here. And it's not only about journal articles, it's also about the data we are producing. There is more and more move to data being produced with public money have to be findable and reusable. But it's not only about giving data. You have to start giving also the background, how these data were generated. What was the experiment which led to it, to make it interpretable and give us the opportunity to mine these data in a proper way. This will be cultural change. No, AI is an example of a sharing community. It is remarkable that from its start, people have been sharing algorithms, have been sharing data. It's based on this. The prices of AI are, for most users, reasonable. It is different to other technologies where you need incredible infrastructure. For example, in 18 months, the price of AI, of computation, has fallen 285-fold. So we are seeing that AI is becoming more and more accessible. But you have also to take care that data don't become a commodity. that there is not limited access. And I think the best way forward is such an international consortium with high ethical standards, policies, governance, which is safeguarding that honest brokers are handling data while maintaining privacy concerns and others. Yeah. And we're talking about health data from many people which are needed. We need to take care that only those who legitimately have access and in consent with these people are using this, that people cannot be re-identified, which is easy if you combine complex data sets and geospatial data. You can very quickly find who was the person who was giving us a sample. And so we need to be creative and in some cases still have to find structures which are helping us to maintain such, mitigate such concerns.